Hi, welcome. This is surprise number 4. At first I was thinking, oh, I'm just going to do some readings. And it's like, no, you have to run these activations. And so I'm going to be running some activations today. This is the last free call. And why did I make so many free? Because for those of you that aren't joining us, I'm really hoping that these calls have really helped move you in a lot of different ways. And those of you that are signing up for the full program, I promise to kick your rear in gear. We'll be doing anywhere from 10 to 20 activations at a time. I have changed the program to go every other week instead of every week because some people are going through major healing crises and shifts, and sometimes it can be really, really tough. So I'm going to do it every other week, so we have a week to integrate. I did that with another class I just did, the relationship class, and it seemed to really work out for everybody. Also this weekend, well, I shouldn't put it on here, so I'm not going to, but one of the activations I'm going to be running is It's All About Me. Really, it's all about we. It's not all about me. It's not all about you. It's not all about all of that. It's about showing up. And if you're just doing it for yourself, you're not going to show up as much as you would when you know it's all about we, us as a whole. That will inspire you much more than just showing up for yourself. So I hope that makes sense to you. Also, I was told to do false prophets. There's a lot of people out there that are very, very well known, and they're all about me. They're not all about we, and they don't always have the best intentions. They're running more in their ego than they are in their heart. And so I'm going to run false prophets so you can be aware and see those people. Also unmasked, because a lot of us mask ourselves and don't allow ourselves to be seen. And so that's also really important for you to show up and to be seen, to be heard, and to be available. So I'm going to be running these activations. Just a couple notes. By the time the class starts, all bonuses are gone. They're not going to be offered. When the replays come out, the $1,000 in bonus activations in the private session with me will not be included. So just letting you know that if you want to join later. There is a 6-month payment plan out there if you need a 6-month payment plan to join in. And if you're not ready to show up or not ready to join in, I understand. Like I said, I'm not going to do my magical sales talk. And I want to leave it totally and completely up to you without any persuasion. I started this class, really a big reason for this was for my practitioners. I was talking to one of my practitioners, and she was talking about healers, how, you know, all these healers have all these trainings and all these different modalities, and they're not showing up. And I went, you're right. And I wanted to do something about that for a long time. So that's why I started this. And so the practitioners I'm offering that you guys can offer this class. And if you're a teacher, you can teach this class. Because I really believe it's important for us to play on a new level. And, you know, it's okay to have money, you guys. There's nothing wrong. There's so many belief systems around healers and money and suffering and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to go into all of that really, really deep over the next, I guess, 12 weeks. And it's so funny. So listen to this story before I get started. So I have a girlfriend coming over, and she's going to spend, I don't know, 12 days with me. And she's all, I want to go to York and I want to go to Scotland. I'm all, Scotland's like being in England. I want to go to Italy or someplace else, right? And she's like, okay. So then I keep going to book Italy, and no matter what I do, it falls through. I can't get it booked. And and I'm hearing in my head, go to Scotland. And then one of my practitioners emails me yesterday. She lives in Scotland. She's all, have you ever been to Scotland? I'm all, yeah, not in a while. She's all, you gonna come over? Nah, I'm not coming over. This conversation last night. Nah, I've got too many other places I want to go to than go to Scotland. And I hear in my head, go to Scotland. I want you to go to the Roslyn Chapel. It's like, I don't want to go to the Roslyn Chapel again. And you guys, this is where all of this started for me. Was in a pew in the Roslyn Chapel. I was told to go into the Akashic Records, Lord Metatron, blah, blah, blah. This was the start of Sacred Activations in March 2012. And so this lady, Enrita, amazing, amazing lady I've recently connected with. I'm going to be co-hosting this event this summer here. And she posted this video of this talk that I was doing. And so I was listening to it this morning, and it stops on me going to the Roslyn Chapel. The video stops, right? I hear Roslyn Chapel, the video stops and starts spinning. And I laugh, I go away, and then I see the video again, I click on it, it goes in, and then it stops on the Roslyn Chapel again. It's like, okay, Eileen. You know, sometimes we have our will, you know, our will, what we want, what we think. And God has a totally different plan for us. And there's something totally different planned and something that we're supposed to do. So here I go again. You know, here I was trying to do my will, and it was totally turned around where, of course, I got to do God's will. Who's my boss? Who do I say my boss is? Who do I work for? You know, we don't always want to do what we're told, but the more we try to get away from what we're told to do, the more it forces us to do what we're told to do. And so here I go. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because, you know, it is really about opening up and listening and following direction. And you can fight with it as much as you want, but if you're going the wrong direction, trust me, you'll be turned around. So anyways, I promised to do some readings today. I will do a couple of readings today. So go ahead and raise your hand. Thank you, Suzanne. Yes, I'm going to Scotland. I really wanted to go into some heat. So we'll see how it all unfolds. And then somebody yesterday posted, I painted this picture. I need to share it in my email list. I painted this picture of God, right? And she's all, that would be a really good book cover. Somebody said that on my painting. And I went, you know, that's right. And I have this new book coming out of the Mind Matrix. I'm all, maybe I'll put it on that. But there's this book I've never published, and it was the first book I wrote called Learning to Listen to God. I'm going to go ahead and do another chapter follow-up on it, or maybe two. And I'm going to get, I'm going to publish it this year, and I'm going to use that as the cover. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, Learning to Listen to God is a book I didn't want to put out there because it's so deep of my transformations over 8 months when I first started Sacred Activations, and some of it's so personal. So it was like, I never published it. It's all edited, it's all laid out, it's all ready to go, and I would never do anything with it. I understand some of the The stories kind of repeat themselves. But again, when we look at life and what we do and our healing and our changes and everything else, it's a spiral, right? Different levels, different levels, different levels, different levels. So I'm going to run a couple activations, which I already talked about, and then I'll do some readings. Okay, just to let you guys know, an email will be going out tomorrow with these replays, and I'm doing a webinar this weekend with Ann Rita called The Sacred Vagina and the Magical Penis. And it's all about the sacredness of making love and the difference in between love and sex. Huge difference. I've had sex and I've made love. I don't have sex anymore. I'm not interested. You know what I mean? I'm all about making love. So with that said, I was celibate for 12 years. That kind of sucked, but it was better than feeling empty after having sex, right? Anyways, okay. So let's run some activations. It's all about me. So we're going to clear that out again, because if it is all about you, you're not going to move forward as much as you would with another purpose of it's all about me, because we're all in this together, because we are all of this, right? We're all the collective consciousness. We're all of this. It's about shifting the world. You know, you guys, we create the world. So you're looking at these places that are burning down, or these people fighting and killing each other. It's all coming from within us. So if you don't like what's going on out there, you need to work on your heart. And then you'll get to the point where you're just disconnected from it or laugh. A friend of mine and I kind of laugh about some of this stuff. It's like, hoo, look what's going on now. It's funny. Again, it's just a video game, so please understand that it's just a video game. Okay, so it's all about me, and then I'm going to go into false prophets and unmasked. Okay, and those are the 3 activations I'm going to do today. Here we go. It's all about me. So think about anything that comes up for you along this line. And if you've been on my webinars before, you know I'm silent during this process. Okay, false prophets. Dr. Sankey calls false prophets twilight workers. They pretend to work for the light, but they don't. Okay, unmasked. Okay, bring your energy into Mother Earth. If you can imagine going all the way into Mother Earth's heart chakra, you can do that now. If it's time to drift off to sleep, you can do that now. If it's time to continue your day, you find yourself wide awake, alert, and ready to go. If you guys need some help with getting out there, talk to Jennifer. She teaches Pinterest classes, and she's doing some work for me, and the landing page she's built for me was the best I've ever seen. So I'm really excited to be working with you, Jennifer. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. Okay, Vivian, go ahead and unmute yourself. Vivian?
Yeah, hi. All of a sudden you called me. I'm like, oh, how does this work?
I'm going down the line. Whoever hit their hand up first shows up first on my little thing over here.
Hi there.
Hi.
This is my first time talking to you. I just found you last week, so
Oh,
and I
awesome.
signed up for the Empowered Healers class, and
Yay.
am one of those people with a lot of things and can't get out there. So
Yeah,
ah,
I understand, man. I was there. Or I started getting really well known and then I sabotaged everything I was doing. Anyways,
I feel nervous.
so how do I get to help you?
Well, I wanted to make a connection because I'm going to be in your class, and then I guess if there's anything that coming forth from you, or I don't know, you, uh, yeah, I've heard people ask for a reading, so I'll.
Okay.
I'll
Okay, let me connect. Your biggest thing is healthy boundaries. You don't have healthy boundaries, and every time you put yourself out there, you feel like you're being taken advantage of. So you're not showing up as much as you should.
Hmm.
That's what I get for you. So think about that, and we'll be working on all of that during the class, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And you guys, some of the stuff I'm telling you, you might not be aware of, and it might take a few days to come to you. And it might even piss you off, just letting you know. But I'm doing belief systems that are stopping you. Okay, so Viviana, I'm gonna mute you, sweetheart. Oh, you got it. Thank you. Okay, the next one is iPhone. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute you.
Hi, Tamra. It's
Hi,
Diana.
iPhone.
No, I'm Diana.
Hi, didn't I read you last week?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead, sweetheart.
Okay. I don't, with this course that you're offering, I don't have a modality because I'm still working on healing. I mean, the big thing is you say that a lot of what I'm doing is I'm creating it with my own mind. So what activation would assist me? And I don't care if I have to play it 24/7 to deal with this. If it's my mind, I just want to get to this. Like I've had enough of what I'm doing. I've done a lot of work around the these things, healing the family. What's the list? Things that I need to look at.
Honey, it's not just one thing. It's, it's multiple things. So,
I only see it as one thing because I worked on a lot over the last few years. I really have spent time, and there's parts of me that it's really stubborn regarding the finances. And I said, I just want to get that in place so that I can move on and focus on why am I here and what's the best modality that I can work with. I have a sense that I'm meant to work with children, to mentor them, and
that's
also possibly
beautiful.
work with adults, but work with children.
Yeah, and I can't recommend one activation because, again, it's several things that are
Yeah.
going to help you through it. And with personal beliefs and being able to show up and being able to be seen and feeling good about yourself, and not feeling weird in the world or you're doing something wrong. I mean, there's so many different things around that. Trust me, I worked on finances for years. I was able to
Yeah.
create, $100,000, $200,000 a year, and then boom, crash. Able to create almost $500,000 a year, boom, crash. You know what I mean? Because it's all those belief systems that keep cycling that out. So it's about showing up. And it's about being able to show up. And
Yeah.
then,
In what way? Because like the major thing I'm dealing with now, last week my house went to a sheriff's sale. And I'm just now, dealing with what's the stuff, what I can give away, what, to donate, what to throw out, and where to go. I have to face
yeah,
that now.
I would go face that before you do anything else. Don't worry about what modality you're going to do, but you've really got to be able to honor yourself. And it's also about like crucifixion. I don't have an activation for crucifixion because a lot of people, it was really coming up around Easter. It's like a lot of people really feel they have to sacrifice themselves to be close to God or to be honored, or Jesus was crucified, so therefore they're carrying around that crucified energy, you know, giving everything away,
You have one on
losing
being a
everything.
martyr. Is that similar? You have one on
Martyr,
being a martyr.
absolutely. Are you a martyr? That's a really good one. You know, I mean, when I came over to England in 2012, I had to get my house back because I couldn't refinance it.
Yeah, that's what I faced. They didn't want to do loan mod. They didn't want to do short sale.
No, I did the same
People told me
thing.
the money's going to come through when you do what you're here to do. And I said, but I can't. It's like, I need to know the daily expenses are taken care of so I can focus on the work.
Go get a job. Go get a job.
Tried that.
So
I'll keep trying.
I'd go get a job. You know, it doesn't really matter what you do on the planet for work to be able to show up, you know, but if I were you, I'd go get a job and then start building your business. Because if you're in crisis mode all the time, you're not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Go get a job so you know that you're taken care of, your basic needs, and do everything you can to show up for that job and do the best job you can for whatever it is. I don't care if it's a clerk at a grocery store. You be the best clerk you can be, and then that will start opening you up to be able to create what you desire to create. Because if you're showing up at a job and you're angry at the job and you're angry you got to be there, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get fired. And how's that going to help you move forward? If I were you,
and it's a matter of looking at my attitude.
Yeah.
Right.
Be kind, be loving, be sweet, smile to everybody, and honor and respect whatever you're doing, because you're not going to be able to create anything else until you do that.
Yeah. I do something on a volunteer basis and I get paid a little bit occasionally. And I love.
There you go. You're still in suffering, sweetheart.
But,
go get a job and make some money.
Yeah.
And then start doing your thing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I know it wasn't what you wanted to hear, but.
No.
I'm sorry, muted you already. Okay. Carmelinda?
Hi, Tamra. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
So mine, it's just that I've been feeling for years now, I want to say, overwhelmed. It's like if I feel that there is a call in me to do something, but I just quite figure out what exactly it is. And then I started learning some healing modalities and things like that, but I just don't come across into really recognizing what my calling is. So I just wanted to leave it up to you, like if there's any message that I should be knowing.
I pick up that you're super angry at God. It's childhood. You're angry of where you were placed. You're angry how you grew up. You're angry at yourself and you don't feel like you're enough. You mask yourself and you pretend to be something you're not instead of really showing people who you are, which stops you from moving forward. So I'd work on that stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Does that make sense?
It's just funny that you said that I'm angry at God, because I feel like I love him so much and that I'm close with him, but then I don't seem to remember when I got angry at him. I don't seem to remember it at all.
Okay, well, look at it. That was the first thing I heard. Yeah, and it's a childhood thing, so look at that.
I will.
Okay, you're welcome. Part of me hates doing these readings because it's sometimes so brutal. I'd rather be brutal and tell you exactly what I'm getting than sugarcoat anything, because that's not going to help anybody. I think it's Pauline. Paulinka. Hi. The whole name isn't showing up on the side. Hi, sweetie. I'm not hearing you.
Hello?
Should have, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, but if you could speak up, please.
Okay. I have been doing a lot of work on myself, and I've worked out a lot of karma from the past. And I'm to this point now where I feel like I am ready to move forward. I just don't see myself moving forward. I feel like I'm stuck right now. And part of it is that I have this dilemma that I'm in a lackluster marriage, and I came to this country 30 years ago, and I still—
Honey, you need to speak up. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
I'm speaking quite loudly. I'm in a lackluster marriage, and 30 years ago I came to this country, and I feel like I still want to go back to Europe somehow, and I just don't know how to go about it.
So you're in a marriage that you don't like and you want to go back to Europe.
Yes.
There's still some karmic lessons that you have to do in that marriage. And one of them is forgiveness. And it's part of forgiving yourself, like you feel like you made a mistake.
Yes.
But there's still some karmic things.
Your husband before you move forward. And when you do that, you can move. But that's not going to happen until you clear that out. So I'd really talk to God about that karmic moving forward with your husband. Yeah. And, relationships take two.
Yes.
Nobody's a victim. There's no such thing as a victim. Everybody's actors in our play.
I know. But
And that's one of the hardest things to deal with. That used to really make me mad.
I am the only one doing the work, though.
It doesn't matter. Because when you do the work on yourself, it also shifts your husband in the way he shows up for you, because everybody's our mirror. I mean, I noticed with my youngest son how much he shifted when I worked on myself.
Mm-hmm.
We have a fantastic relationship now. And for a while we didn't. He hated me. And when I cleared myself, he shifted. And you should see the beautiful things he writes to me and how much he loves his mama. I just love it. So it's all our own inner work. Everybody is our mirror, no matter what is going on in our lives.
Yeah.
Okay? You good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. I think I talked to you before you wanted to move back to Europe, didn't you? Like a year ago or something? Or move back home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to, it's just keep working on yourself with the karmic thing with your husband, because you're not done.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, honey. Ken, I don't know the full name here. Kenne. I don't know what's after that.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Can you hear me?
Kenneth. I can hear
Yeah.
you. How are you?
Sorry, I don't know what happened, but hey, I have two questions. The first one is regarding about the circuit activations. I'm going to be purchasing, because I am new, and I'm going to be purchasing the 26 essential foundation activations. Do we still need to listen to them in 3 sets?
No, that's changed. You can listen
Okay.
to more of them, but just be aware that it takes 2 to 3 days, and then the energy starts really shifting, and it could really hit you hard.
Okay.
So just listen to yourself when you listen to them. I mean,
Oh,
now in webinars, I'm doing 10, 15, 20 activations, and I'm kicking people's butts, but I'm not told to slow down. So, but the way I'm installing them now is the ones that you're ready for will start integrating and shifting, and then it will the other ones will activate when you're ready for that. But
okay. Okay.
yeah, that's up to you. I've had people listen to them in a weekend, and they said by Monday they felt like a totally different person.
Okay. Because I read that you have to do like three certain activations to do in a certain three sets and then in a certain order. So I was wondering if that's been changed or not.
Yeah,
So,
no, I need to change that on the website. Thank you for
uh,
telling me that. There's a lot of
okay.
updates on the website. It's time to do. But yeah,
Okay.
that's up to you. I mean,
Okay.
how fast do you want to change?
Okay. I got a personal questions. During my sleep, I always have this dream, which I been happening for 5 or 6 years. If I sleep on my back or my side, I doesn't notice it much, but it does happen. But if I sleep on my back, I would sometimes dream that I am paralyzed to a point, and I can see like someone's putting my feet or putting my hands, and I try to see and I couldn't, and I'm afraid. And there'll be, all this type of dream we are occurring like very similar. And the only way I can get out is, and then I just call God, call archangels, and nothing happened. And then I just realized, okay, I might be still in a dream. I might be still in a dream. And then I keep doing it. But sometimes it's so scary because they will pull me and I can feel the force I'm actually pulling down. So it's kind of be reoccurring more often now, and I was just wondering, what is that, or are there any secret activations that could help me on that part or something, or does this more have to do with some sort of fear that I have?
Yeah, I have that, but I have a suggestion for you.
Okay.
Go into your heart. If you feel like you're being attacked or you can't move during a dream, go into your heart and it'll stop. Just imagine that you can move your energy into your heart chakra and all of that will stop.
Okay.
And when you notice that you can do that and it stops, then it'll stop happening.
That's interesting. Okay. All right. Thanks. I will try that for sure then.
Okay. You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Birdie Milner.
Can you hear me?
Hi. I can. Hi, sweetheart. How do you
Hi.
say your name?
It's Birdie.
Okay. Okay, so it was a combination of your first and last name there. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I did sign up for your masterclass, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yay.
My question is, what gift or gifts do I have that I should be working on?
You're really good at hands healing. Hands-on healing. You have a lot of power in your hands to help people. And you can also use this as a distance healing, but there's a lot in your hands.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel a lot of energy when I pray for somebody, or I see an animal, that's been suffering on YouTube or something, and I'll put my hands up to the screen, and my hands would just start going bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. You're really good at with your hands. I mean, you can expand that and do that in different areas, but your hands-on healing is super powerful, and that's really activated within you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anna, Charlotte.
Hello, Tamra.
Hello, Anna.
So, do you want to hear what my stumbling blocks are?
Oh, just ask whatever question.
Well, I do feel that I do stand in my own way. You know, I'm a transformational life coach, but I only have a few clients. And the trouble is that I have, for the longest time, I had a trouble with public speaking. And what is my biggest stumbling block internally to really get myself out there?
I'd sign up for the class. Because again, it's not one thing, it's several things. And we will be working on public speaking also. I remember being in front of a group when I was selling. God, this goes back to early 80s. And I was selling or what was I selling at that time? VCRs and the first home computers, and they'd make us stand in front of a camera and do a speech. I was like, blah, blah. Now I can stand in front on a stage and just talk away. But it's a process, sweetheart. And it's not feeling really good about yourself is what I'm getting.
There's
So,
truth to that, yes.
yeah. So when you feel better about yourself, you'll be able to show up better.
Okay.
And again, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anything else in particular that I need to look at?
Yeah, you have some masters that want to come in and work with you also. Be a little more open to that. My bird, Charlie, told me that he's around you, which is Ra, which is the sun god. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Tanya.
Hi, Tamra.
Hi, it's my little sister's name.
Hi. So yes, it's my first time talking to you, and I'm calling all the way from Canada, and I wanted to ask you, there is several things that are going on with me, particularly finances, organization, discipline, and also a little bit dispersed. I tend to be dispersed in everything. So I wonder which area you can give me a message. What is the priority? And I don't know.
Yourself. You're out trying to please everybody and make everybody love you, and you don't take care of yourself. You're not first on your number one. And if you want to show up and be of service, you have to be number one.
Yeah. Also, wanted to ask you, months ago, I had a big release, energetic release that even my hands and even my soles of my feet felt like big streams of energy, which I thought I confused it was problems with circulation. And I wonder what was that? If you have any insight on that.
Yeah, was some of your light body activating? So you're activating and upgrading. I would definitely do a nervous system upgrade also, if I were you.
That's in the sacred activations?
Yeah. Yeah, you can find that as a single activation on the website, and we'll also be doing it part of this. But nervous system upgrade will really help you too. But it was part of your light body activating.
Perfect. Anything else that comes up?
No, well, I'm just doing one-off readings here. So I'm going to move on. There's a lot of people. Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Okay, Patty. KTTI.
Hi, Tamra. Here, I'll put my camera on.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. It's not a pretty picture this morning. Whoops. Well, I could undo my. There we go. I got home really late. I've been traveling a lot. So anyway, Thanks. I actually have a more specific question to ask you regarding my my spouse, and just kind of if where I'm going with this is, I don't have to go into details. Just my right course of action.
You.
Me.
Just take care of yourself and everything else will come together.
Okay, that fits. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Morwin.
No.
Hi.
Hi. I'm wondering what I should be doing for my work.
You know, I want to put this out there to everybody. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you show up or what your job is or what your career is. You can be a trashman. You can clean toilets. You can be a maid. You can be a healer. You can be a president of a company. What matters is how you love. You know, people think that they have to show up and be something super special, or they have to be a healer, or they have to do this, or they have to do that. It doesn't matter. What matters is how do you love? That's what matters.
Okay.
Love is all that matters, you guys. That's all that matters. So quit worrying about how you show up and that you have to have an important role.
Okay.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself. And again, you guys, if you have a job and you have to have a job, do the best job you can do and do it in joy and happiness. Because if you're showing up to a job, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, why am I here? What is that doing to your body? What is that doing to your cells? Show up, love, honor, and respect whatever you're doing. And then more doors will open for you. And especially if you're working a job and you want to go start your own business and you have a drive to do that, you got to love whatever you're doing. Because when you do that, then you're putting the love into whatever else you want to create. Because if you hate your job and what you're doing, what kind of energy are you putting into what you want to create? So when you love what you do, no matter what it is, and maybe it's not something you want to do, okay? But it's just showing up in that joy and that love will help open those doors to whatever it is you want to do. I hope that makes sense.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. All right, I'm going to do one more, and that's Roxanne. Roxanne. Was it turn on the red light? Again, you guys, in the package, first package, you get a private with me. In the VIP, you get 3 privates with me. So if you want to work with me, I promise I'll really help kick your butt into gear. To do what you want, to get yourself out of your way to do what you want to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next person. Alicia? I think I'm saying that wrong.
Hi.
No, I didn't. Good. Yay. Hi.
I did your matrix class last
Did
year and I
you?
loved it. Yes. I wanted to do the medical intuitive, but it doesn't seem to come up for me. Is there a message you could give me for that?
What do you mean? Are
Like,
you?
what do I need to do so
Oh,
that
you
I
have to
can
be a practitioner
do that?
before you can do
No,
that.
no, I know, but what do I need to do so that I can get the funds so I can do that?
Oh. Be true to yourself and honest to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm hearing really be true to yourself.
Be true to myself. Okay.
Yeah. And we do 6-month-long payment plans, you guys. So I make it as much as possible to help you guys do whatever it is that's driving you to help you shift, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Because when I first started on the healing road, I had to do small payment plans. I had to, because that was my consciousness. All right, you guys, love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for showing up. I feel really honored you guys are all here, and I really appreciate everybody showing up, and whoever's in this class. I promise to give you some major shifts. Have an absolutely beautiful day, and thank you, everybody. Bye. See you in a couple weeks.
Bye,
Or this weekend.
Tamra.
Bye, sweetheart.
It's Roxanne. I had a technical difficulty
Oh,
on my.
you know what? Go ahead. I'll read you.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to Egypt in November.
Nice.
And I really want to first connect with Lord Metatron. And I don't want to go just as a tourist. I know, even though it's like really a tourist destination, but I want it to be like incredibly magical.
Oh, Egypt's incredibly magical, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's her name kicked my butt there. She told me off segment.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I went into this cave. We had to get up I think we were at the cave at 4 in the morning. I was cold. And it's like, okay, you're next. And I go into this room and the statue starts yelling at me. Like, what the heck? Egypt's magical. Yeah, it's really, really magical. So you'll definitely have some major experiences there.
Okay. Is there any like personal work I need to do before I go?
No, just do what you're doing. It'll come to you.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lord Metatron activation is on the website for free. I don't know if you've done that or not.
Oh, I've done the Lord Metatron activation for like 4 or 5 years now.
Okay, good. You'll connect with them when you're supposed to.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, when I went to
I go through periods where like I like talk to him, and like every night before I go to sleep, I'm like, take me to the classroom and show me stuff, and then I get away from it and I come back, but I don't really feel like I'm right in there with him yet.
That stuff comes and goes. Hey, you guys, come to England this summer. Come hang out with me and another 23 people doing stuff, amazing stuff here in Glastonbury. Also have a webinar this weekend. It doesn't even matter if you're married. It's going to really help bring your energy to a whole new level around sacred sexuality. I'm going to do tons of activation, and Rita yesterday, she was really, really cool. We did a free webinar yesterday. Really love hanging out with her and connecting with her, and her work's beautiful. So her and I will be doing this together on Saturday. Yeah, Bianca runs sacred sexuality while she's having sex. I look forward to that. One of these days. So Roxanne, just go. You'll have an amazing experience. I look forward to for you to go.
Okay.
It's about connecting when you get there, connecting with the rocks and the structures and stuff. Go stand and go inside. I was just
Okay.
talking to some friends this morning, you know, they see all the people going up, taking all the pictures and running down. Nobody takes the time to connect.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's about connecting.
Okay. So just like sit with it and touch it and ground.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
connect with it. Egypt's amazing. I'm so looking forward to going back. As of last night, I'm going in July, but a friend of mine's booking it all, so who knows when I'm going. When she's got everything booked, I'll be able to tell you when I'm going. All
Thank
right, you
you,
guys.
Tamara.
Love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye.